There's one. Oh, nope. Little bait fish right there, but he was, that's the first step. Second step, really. We found the rock, we found the bait. Now we just got to find out what we can get on that menu and get something in this boat. There's one. Come on, baby, stay down. Stay down. Stay down. What we got? Oh, it's fast. Come here. Ah, there we go. Ate that thing too. Out. Straight up through the top. Nice one right there. Vinny. Take a look at this. See down in there. This fish is down there eating shad. I've seen that jig swim by. Alright. Throw him in here for a minute. See if he spits anything up. See what he's having for lunch. A lot of times that's what I'll do. I'll keep him just for a little bit. I'm not going to take him home and eat them. I just want to do a little bit of research. He hit that jig, just absolutely just smacked it. Just out here on a hump. He's got 10 feet all around me. I'm sitting right on top of 3, going between 3 and 7 feet, and just swimming it back. Not messing with the shoreline, not messing with anything else, just, you know, out here offshore. You can't get another one. A lot of times I'll keep them and I'll see what they spit up. They give me a good indicator of the size of the natural forage, maybe some of the colors, if their stomach acids and digestive system hasn't tore it up. Something just went down there and took my jig trailer. But, you know, see what they spit up in your live well. Try to take a look at you know, duplicating those results each time. I mean, this jig, you know, you look at the black and the chartreuse on that, that's going to be a good indicator of a bluegill that's out here. A lot of time, a lot of people will ask me, how do you fish a frog? You know, I'm known for 2 things, offshore fishing as well as frog fishing in the mats. I know it's kind of 2 completely different opposite things, but trust me, versatility is the key here. You don't have to go super heavy with your lines. If I'm in a tournament, absolutely. I'm probably gonna use a P-Line CXX 17 pound. It's got a lot of control, it's got a lot of super low stretch. This is just a 12-pound Yozuri hybrid. All right, this is some really, really tough line. It's not that expensive. I'm gonna start off with a 3/0 EWG hook, and then I'm just gonna tie my polymer knot. Just tie your knot. Strongest knot there is, best knot, one of the only knots that I'll use. Clip off that little bit of extra right there. What I'm using right now, it's a Stanley rivet. This is about a 3.5 inch Stanley rivet. My favorite color, I like the watermelon with the red flake and the pearl belly. Throw that on there like a Texas rig. This thing's been used a couple times. Now, as far as these little paddle feet, these things are gonna go crazy out there in the water. Now, I'll give you a couple variations of casts, okay? Now, we're gonna be approaching up here. I don't know if you can see, all of this is just nothing but pads and mats. There's grass out here, it's only 4 feet. I mean, if they're in there, they're in there. Hopefully they're gonna come up. They're gonna wanna take a bite of this frog. You don't always have to throw the frog right at the grass. Those fish could be schooling bait right out here in the middle. You know, you can make a cast right out there in the middle and just work it back like a buzzbait. Just work it back. You know, you can stop it. A lot of times, you know, just twitch it. If you put your rod tip down, you're gonna force the nose of that frog down in a little bit more, and it's gonna send off a little bit more vibration. It's gonna send off a little bit more action, a little bit more waves, a little bit more disturbance in that water. And in murky, cloudy water like this is kind of what you may do. You know, I may throw this frog right here for, you know, 15, 20, 25 casts, then throw a black one. You know, see if they want something a little bit different. You know, whenever I approach something like one of these weed lines, you know, I always start out and work my way in, okay? If I start out and work my way in, I'll never spook anything on the inside, but if I go straight on into the middle, I could spook a lot of really good quality fish. You know, I may work this whole area right back and forth and just, you know, maybe cast 10, 15 feet off from that, then cast right onto the edge of it, then cast 10, 15 into it. And the next thing you know, I got my trolling motor up and big motor up, I got a push pole, and I'm going all the way back into a creek channel. So, I mean, it's, you know, you want to do it in layers, dissect it in layers, break it down in layers. It makes sense if you really sit back and think about it. A lot of guys won't do that. They just want to go straight for the thickest, gnarliest stuff that's there. And I'm telling you, out here, I've caught, in open water, I've caught frogfish, you know, all year round. You know, so it's just something that, you know, just start out and work your way in. You're going to find you're going to catch a lot more fish. That's frog fishing.